A newly released transcript of the Cosco Busan oil spill shows confusion over language and visibility. On the voice data recorder, Captain John Cota can be heard saying his navigation is not good for fog.
Was the equipment on board the Cosco Busan working properly when it ran into the Bay Bridge?
Professional mariners are now reviewing the course the Cosco Busan took leading up to its crashing into the Bay Bridge and say something obviously wasn't right.
The NTSB is going to be interviewing the captain and the crew, but they need interpreters because they only speak Chinese.
Just as the ship strikes the Bay Bridge support tower, a crew member calls out in Chinese, "The bridge column."
The all-Chinese crew did have members who spoke English.
The master and all of the officers are fluent in English.
Cota is also heard complaining to a crew member he was told they were in the center of the bridge.
Chronicle reports Captain John Cota has had some problems on the job.
We're learning tonight that the pilot of the freighter that caused the oil spill last November suffers from a serious sleep disorder.
The San Francisco bar pilot on the container ship that hit the Bay Bridge told investigators and his attorney that the radar broke.
He was reprimanded for letting a freighter run aground when it was approaching a dock in Antioch last year. In 2003, Cota received a letter of concern for an incident involving a small naval aircraft carrier. And he was involved in 4 other incidents dating back to 1993.
Sources say he was taking prescription drugs to combat drowsiness.
It can impair your judgment, thinking, and motor skills. If you take it, it's recommended you don't operate heavy equipment.
Records show the pilot passed the required annual physical, and he also disclosed his condition. A sleep disorder can be grounds for disqualification, but there are sometimes exceptions.
The U.S. Attorney's Office announced the charges today, saying Cota failed to pilot a collision-free course. One of Cota's longtime friends happens to be the mayor of Petaluma, and she tells me it's just unfair that he is being singled out as the man who ran the boat into the bridge.
He didn't actually run into the bridge. He was the bar pilot, which he is the one that helps the crew read the instruments and reports to the captain. The captain is the person that is ultimately responsible for where the ship goes.
Captain John Cota could face 18 months in jail and more than $100,000 in fines. In Petaluma, Joe Vasquez, CBS 5.
In a statement, Cota's attorney says charging anyone at this time is premature. We strongly believe that once all of the evidence is heard, a jury will find in Captain Cota's favor.